Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Frostpunk. So we've got a few days left until our confrontation with New London and we need to figure out what the hell we're going to be doing. So, to that end, do I have anything I can send off? I need more steel for finishing this with hot springs. And then the shipwreck camp. I could send either of these off, but I don't particularly want to. Not yet, anyway. We're struggling with our sick as well, and that's not good. Just because it's so damn cold. And that house in the back is just getting no heat whatsoever. But we're not doing particularly well with our kind of coal intake right now. Has this been upgraded to a... No, it's not been upgraded to a steam coal thumper. I can afford to upgrade it, so I'm going to do that, and then we can get people working in here. And in here. Get another child in there. And then I think we can justify getting another brazier in the back of this. So, that will help to ease things a little bit. If I were to go with... I can extend the brazier's range. The only other one's going to be advanced burners, which will be in the next tier of research. So the only thing that I can really do from here to improve, I think that's going to be another efficiency sort of thing. So it's going to reduce the coal consumption, which isn't bad. But the only thing I can really do to improve, like, kind of living conditions from here is going for houses. So, I don't know, maybe difference engine will be a good research to go for. Because if I go for the house and then the house redesign, that immediately just makes it cheaper to build houses. So, I will consider that. I want to try and send off this last thing for hot springs first. I'm hoping that this like kind of tier 4 thing will be the end of this kind of helping them do shit. You're also very cold. Are you covered by one of these? You're not. Okay. Let me do that because that's probably a thing, a reason that we're struggling with the sick at the moment, because the care house isn't in operation. Ooh, these gathering posts are also very cold. Which isn't good. I don't like that. The care house is now open again. Gathering post installation is just getting finished. Boom, we're done. So that does ease things off a little bit over there. Coal consumption... doing okay. I might risk putting another brazier in over here. We've got some food incoming. Good stuff. We've got some amputees, so... keep people out there. Oh, what do you guys need? Difficult relations. Sir, our people at Shipwreck Camp complain that the locals are making them uneasy. Admittedly, these ex-cons are great workers, but they're rowdy, uncouth, quick to demonstrate their physical strength, and they love to show off their technical skills, which our engineers find particularly unsettling. I see. I'm sure that will lead to nothing of consequence. I just need... Oh, I've got the... It was 120. I thought it was 150 I needed for that. It's not the case, which is good. What next? I think I'll try and save my steel for getting difference engine researched. Oh, bugger. We've got another thing. More sick beds are needed. I could go about building another infirmary. Let's just try and treat the sick. We'll see what we can do there. Because technology-wise... I don't really know what I could do. I mean, I could go for heaters. And I could, like, heat the medical posts, so that would certainly go a fair way to helping things. I don't know, I kind of want to just open up the different tiers of research at this point. Are these guys still on the extended shift? They are, okay. Healthcare promise was fulfilled. Fantastic. So that helps. But yeah, I do need to do something about the overtime work. Where else is running on overtime? Because it said 3. Oh, it's the workshops. So we'll take those out. We can lower the discontent a bit. I still want the warehouse running on overtime because we just need the steel. I really need to try and upgrade these houses as soon as possible, really. Our shipment has reached Hot Springs, so that should be the end of it. Well, for now, anyway. Here we go. We were biting our tongues, but we can no longer remain silent. All the changes you've brought to our agriculture, all this technology we can't understand or even use, turned my people into cheap labour for you. Our crops are now completely dependent on the pumps you've installed. We toil knee-deep in dirt while your people chill around the machines. They won't even hear about teaching us how to use and maintain them, calling us careless dolts. This has to change. Well, yeah, of course we should teach them. Don't be daft. We installed all of that stuff for the benefit of everyone, not just us. Oh, we've got just under 2 days until we confront New London. This could be unnerving. It'll be day 33 when the temperature rises again. Good day, people. Time to get busy. Okay, I've got enough to do the difference engine now, so let's get that. How are we doing for wood over here? We've got a little bit more that we can get out of this. And then I think we'll have to start relying on... we'll have to start doing things with the shipwreck camp, because they're going to become our kind of supply of wood from that point. Communication from the shipwreck camp. Medical report. Our medical staff reports from the shipwreck camp. These people are hardened and skilled workers. Their bodies carry numerous scars from injuries suffered while working in dangerous and sometimes toxic conditions. Nevertheless, they seem surprisingly healthy, although many of them currently suffer from various maladies caused by malnutrition and bad living conditions. I see. Well, we will go about helping them with that. I don't want to worry about improving housing for us, so I need 25 steel for the next thing. Let's go for... we'll improve their heating. So our location here essentially just becomes one massive source of steel. And that's all we really provide. Like, we've got like an endless coal source with, you know, being able to put down thumpers, and we've got a coal deposit. So those are both good things. Is there anything else I might want to go for? Ooh, what does this do? Raises the output by another 15%. Then there's steam lorries, which presumably pushes it even further. I might go for that first, so I'm going to hold out on doing anything else. I should do the insulation as well. What do the wooden supports do? Increase the efficiency by 50% for 12 hours, but it costs 50 wood. Okay, something to remember. We are running low on food. That's bad. I might need to try and send some shipments off to Hot Springs, just for some additional sustenance. Still really struggling with the sick. It's going to get warmer tomorrow, so that will hopefully help things a bit. And as we push forward with a little bit more research, we should be able to start unlocking houses and We can improve living conditions, which means people will get sick less often. What's this? Your machines are scary and they do not belong in our settlement, but since they are here, we're grateful that we can use them. Your people were a bit gruff initially, since we had so many questions and trouble with understanding the answers, but after a while, we got it. Thanks to your help, there's nothing more to improve for now. The knowledge that we can now manage the machinery, even if you decide to leave Hot Springs one day, is comforting. We'll carry on. Awesome. So, settlement development with Hot Springs is done. I can still trade with them for food, which I may do, because we've only got wood inbound at the moment. Definitely think that we could do with some more food at this point. I'm gonna hold out for now, but the temperature's rising, and that's going to make things a little bit better for people. I mean, that just looks so much better. Oh, it looks lovely. Why is that still so cold? Oh, it's not got any people living in it. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Oh. I think that's the expedition from New London. That's certainly a group of people. I don't know where they're from. What's happening? The New Londoners are coming. Sir, a large group of people is heading to our city from New London. We don't know their intentions, but we must assume that it is the vanguard of the punitive expedition. The moment of truth is coming. This will be the test of our resolve. We must wait. Indeed we must. Okay, what else can I do with you guys here? Help access the coal hold. Nearly got enough steel for that. Send that off. And then, as soon as I've got enough steel for some more, for another food trade, then we'll do that. Provided I get enough before the day's out. We should have this done before the day's out as well, so that would be good. These guys are going to be here by, what, 9 o'clock? A little bit before that. Oh, shit. Lost belongings. Sir, one of our families complains that their heirlooms brought from London before the collapse was stolen. They saw 2 men from shipwreck camp near their home, and they demand that you take action immediately. They want you to send these people back to where they came from. Are you sure it was them? Oh no, we'll expel them. 2 people died. I didn't expect that they were going to die. I thought we were sending them back to their camp. I didn't know that was an insta-kill. Why does nobody tell me these things? Honestly. Right, that's completely devoid of resources, so let's build a new standard sawmill over here so we can get the last of the trees. Okay, so the output is currently 8.1 on steel. Once this gets done, what's that going to come to? 9 per hour. And we're not at 100% workforce at the moment, so I need to do something about the temperature in this thing, because it's fucking nippy. Let's put a brazier out the front of it, I guess. Can I do that? No, I can't. That doesn't affect the... I suppose for how massive that is, one little brazier isn't really going to do anything. So, yeah, there is that. I could go for the insulation, which would help. But I kind of want to start on upgrading homes for people. Oh, we've got food incoming as well. 70 food from Hot Springs. I completely forgot I was going to send a shipment out to them as well. Messed that one up. Uh-oh. More sick beds are needed. I promise the sick will be treated. I'll give that a go. It's only 4 people I need to worry about. One of them's already being treated. It's fine. But the people are coming from New London. They're very close now. Let's see what they want. What's going to happen? They're starving. They're refugees. Trouble in New London. That's no punitive expedition. These are ordinary people. Their delegates are here to ask for help. We fled the hunger and chaos of New London. Everything is falling apart there. Healthcare, the coal supply, and even the generator. The administration just argues over what to do and no decisions are made. Help us, please. You're our only hope. Some of our people, recognizing their friends and relatives amongst the refugees, are embracing them and taking them home. We have no choice. We must welcome them. Of course. I was not expecting that. But that's given us quite the workforce. Wow. Okay, so let's finish filling that out. Outpost 11. I think you'll find it's now frosting on the whole. So what happens when you don't have any heating? We heard some people from our city have reached you. What they tell you is mostly true. We lost some crops, had a food shortage, used sawdust, had labour shortages, then a generator malfunction, and things got out of control. To prevent panic, we tried to cover up the scale of the crisis. That's why we didn't tell you. We urgently need resources and people. Our relations weren't good recently, but please, can you help us? New London can't fall. We need to think about it. Alright, New London is collapsing and we don't have much time to reach a decision. Before we do it, we can consult with other settlements and we should listen to our people. What we do now will change the future, not only for us, but for all people in Frostland. Okay. So, let's see what Hot Springs thinks of this. Alright. Can you support us against New London? We don't know much of New London, but it seems to us that unlike you, its people failed to adapt to the changed world. If you let their city fall, they will strengthen your ranks and learn your ways. If you help them instead, your people might yet become assimilated by them. The nature is our ultimate judge, and it is useless to dispute her rulings. But whatever you decide, we won't deny you help if you ask for it. Thank you. Okay, have you got any needs? Nope, they're all good. Right, the Children's Mine I haven't done anything with yet, so I can't exactly consult with them. How long have I got to deal with this? Only 11.5 hours. Right. So... oh, healthcare promise fulfilled. That's good news. That makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, let's see what the shipwreck can... oh, maybe not. Something else is going down. The fate of New London. How quickly the mood changes. We were ready to fight New London. Now many people want to help them despite the huge cost. After all, people still have friends and relatives there. On the other hand, if we let New London fall, we could take full control of it. Although many of its inhabitants would die, we'd also have to prepare for a massive wave of refugees. I need to think about it. This is a big decision. Right. Let's see what the shipwreck camp has to say. All those wealthy New Londoners are scum. No offense, pal. You're different. But they can go to hell with their generators and fancy houses. They grew too big and the world will cut them down. If you help them, they'll only stab you in the back, mark my words. In the end, each of us should stand or fall on their own. We say let New London fall. I was going to say Net New London fall. But we owe you, and we will help you whatever you do. Thank you. Okay. So, that's certainly interesting. I'm also going to make myself a construction team. What am I doing? I'm researching the house. Because I'm thinking of trying to get down to the Children's Mine. I don't know if I'd get there in time. 19 hours, yeah. It's not quite enough time to get things done, but... yeah. Maybe I'll disband those guys. Get all that stuff back. So, the advisement I have from the other settlements is to just let New London fall. I'm not sure where I sit with this, because it does hold some merit. Like, as New London falls, something new could rise in its place. Granted, at great sacrifice, at great cost. Would it be worth it? Would the people be okay with that? Well, at the moment they need to be okay with being fucking hungry, because I think food's going to be getting made now. Yeah. Alright, you can have access to the coal hold now. I'm going to send off some resources for food, because we need more. They're only going to send me 20 for that? Wow. Right. New London. We can't endure much longer. Hear us out, we beg you. We treated you badly, misled you, and we were wrong. Although we still believe we are one people, we will respect your autonomy if you save our city. If you refuse, many will die, but many more will flee to your outpost and every other settlement they can get to. You can't possibly accommodate them all. So many lives are at stake. Please don't forsake them. What's your answer? I'm gonna see how things will play out if I try to save New London. Because I feel that we could bring about change if New London ends up humbled by this experience. So we'll try to do that. New London's economy is in shambles, so we will need a lot of coal to keep them warm. Due to the cold, a lot of their workers are sick, which means that our people will have to replace them. Infirmaries will heal the gravely ill, but to build them, we need to send steel and steam cores. Their food economy is stretched to the maximum since the beginning, so a shipment of food rations will be a great aid. Okay. Your decision to preserve the bigger and more advanced society will affect us all. For good or ill, only time will tell. We believe that if we exert ourselves, we can take care of the food shipment for New London. The other tasks are in your hands. Thank you, Hot Springs. Okay, so, New London. 3,000 coal, 50 workers, 5 steam cores, 250 steel. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, we're gonna have to switch this back over to a mixed job. And I think I'm gonna need some resource depots to stockpile some coal. How long have I got? 4 days, or just under 5 days. Oh boy. That's not fantastic. So it really would have been beneficial to try and complete all of the settlement developments for each location, because I imagine that obviously Hot Springs has dealt with the food. The children's mine would have dealt with the coal if we'd been able to deal with things with them. I reckon the shipwreck camp would have handled the workers. All we would have had to worry about would have been the steel and steam cores. But it's a question of whether or not we could have moved quickly enough to actually pull all of that off. We ended up getting the house done, which I suppose is good. I'm going to go for infirmary checklists so that the infirmaries work a bit quicker. I'm going to set this for coal. It gives us a good boost, but it's not much. Coal storage is currently 1,800. We need to get 3,000, so I need more resource depots. How long is this shipment from Hot Springs taking? There it is. It's going to reach the target in 10 hours. Okay. We've got quite a lot more to be dealing with. I need more people working in these bloody gathering posts. I'm going to try and free up workers where I can. Another bit of research that I should do would be the resource depot upgrade. So I think that would be able to store It said 50% more, so that would get it up to 1,350. It's a real matter of whether or not we could get all of that coal in that space of time. Should be a tall order. Right, that's the 200 food going to New London, I think. Ooh, shipment has reached New London. Temperature's falling. Sending us the food rations. You've accomplished more than just saving us from starvation. You've rekindled hope among our people. They're still hungry, but we know what it took to deliver this much, and we appreciate this a lot. I'm glad to hear it. Do not take it for granted. I don't know what's happening with the shipwreck camp. Not much is going down with them at the moment. How can we help you? They need to find a source of coal and improve the heating. Well, we've done that. It's just waiting for your next bit, I guess. I am kind of concerned that I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to get through this. I feel like I'm very underprepared for this. I don't know if I can focus on just building up these supplies as quickly as possible. We've already got over 1,000 coal. That will go down overnight, obviously. Upgrade the resource depot so we've got some more storage. We might be able to build that up to over 3,000. We do have food coming in from Hot Springs, which is good. I feel like I should probably send some more out. But getting an extra 20 food isn't really going to be much. Let's go for soup. Looks we can make a little bit more food from it. Discontent will rise, but hopefully while we struggle to get through all of this, we might be able to get by. Okay, temperature rising. Ah, it's good. Almost warm. Oh, then we've got a lot of low temperature weather coming up. Quite a few cold days. Resource depot upgrade done. That gets us to over 3,000 capacity for coal. That's exactly what we want. We'll go for efficient gathering. So we can... Does that like work with like the gathering posts? Because it doesn't. It states clearly on this one whether it's using gathering posts or not. This doesn't. Just says coal piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage. So I'm unsure of that. I don't particularly want to invest in that if it's not going to be the thing. That is... We should go for the advanced burners because that will reduce our coal consumption, meaning we can stockpile more of it quicker. And then hopefully we can just stockpile everything else that we need. So what's the shipment of building materials? That's the 250 steel and 5 steam cores. So we need one more steam core. And then... Oh, okay, that's just new laws can be passed. Yeah, I think the steam cores and steel we should be fine with. We need one more steam core. And then... We need just over 100 steel, so we should be able to blast that out fairly quickly. It's the coal that I'm concerned with. But I think by improving the efficiency on the burners, we should be able to manage with that. So I'm just kind of burning through this now. Yeah, we've got a gain of 1,003 per day. We've not got much time left, which isn't good. So I might be cheeky and try and slap an extra gathering post in just to get the resources we need. Because this will be too much for the coal thumper to support. But What's that? That's food from hot springs. Good. We're going to need that. Let's get that full of people. So that'll boost our coal gain to 1,294. So we might be able to just kind of blag our way through this. Just kind of slap it all together. That's also done. I only noticed that because I got an achievement for it. And then we can delete all the road. Oh, hello. What's going on? Cold homes. I can't do anything about that for now, so I won't address it. You can be grumpy about that all you bloody well want. Once this gets to the end of the working day for them, their extended shifts, I'm going to switch it over to steel. Because during the next day, we've already got the steam cores we need. We need a little bit more steel. Yeah. And we've got half the workers we need, so I need to draw people out of certain jobs. Which might mean just taking some people out of either the steel or the army warehouse, and then maybe a gathering post or two. But we'll get all the resources together first, we'll send all of those off, and we'll do the workers last. Alright, let's crack on with the day. I really hope that we're actually going to be able to do this. Because I think our coal might have dropped a little too low. But we've got the steel and steam cores, so we'll send that. I just need that coal. How long is that going to take, by the way? 9 hours. I've got 20 left, so... might not do this. I think I might fall short. Because, yeah, I need another 1,000 coal, and I don't think I'm going to get that before the day's out. I should have put these guys on extended shift or overtime, like full emergency shifts. Okay, I think I'm going to draw people out of here. I need another 5 workers. And yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, but oh, that's a lot of discontent. I really need you working for now. Because that really ups our coal gain. This is to save your friends and family. It's important. Where can I take workers from? 1 shipment has reached New London. Okay, and 2 out there. Let's send off the workers. Immediately after receiving the materials shipment from you, we started building the infirmaries and hothouses. Soon we will be able to care for our patients without triaging and feed all the hungry. The spectres of illness and starvation no longer hang over us. Good. Keep it that way. But I don't know if I'm going to get the coal... yeah, shit, the workers are going to take too long to get to you. Which means I'm not going to get the coal there in time either. One of our people died. Death from overwork. Oh, God, okay. We must make sacrifices to survive. It's literally just 24 hours. Like, I'm not going to be doing this again. But I don't think this is going to be enough. I've got just over an hour to go. And I've not got enough coal. Well, here we go. New London has fallen. We failed to save New London. Starving and desperate as people turned on their authorities and amidst riots, looting, and senseless destruction, the last city on Earth fell. Countless refugees trying to save themselves scattered all across Frostland. Many died, and survivors met fear and hostility in other settlements more often than sympathy. Tensions flared as empathy failed, and soon the ravaged shell of New London became a battlefield as people were reduced to fighting for survival once again. We did our best. We have failed. Well, that's not the outcome that I was hoping to get. But, I mean, it went better than last time. The first time, anyway. I remembered wood. That was important. So, I don't know. I might give this one more shot. I want to try and succeed with this. I know that now that I need to focus on, like, I can't just, like, doggedly beeline for just a single settlement. I need to try and connect with all three of them. And I know that there's only 3 now, so that's something. And also try and put as much of my efforts into research for improving the efficiency on the warehouse, because that shit is really going to make a difference going forward. So we'll come back next week with a revised game plan, and I'll try and take things a little more kind of cautiously as we edge out into the Frostlands and make these connections with other people. Hopefully we'll be able to do some good with it. But for now, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, so I'll just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays and metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Okay. Figured out who the villain for this is. It's the Predator.